every down is the beginning of a up.
Right.
But it's how you approach the down. If you approach it down stumbling and falling and hitting your head and crying about it, no, but approach the down like how lady taught me to take the loss. Take the loss with dignity, take the loss with pride, learn a lesson, but go down with grace and understand that, okay, I could catch some sort of kinetic energy, some sort of momentum that will take me to the next up and learn something. Study something in the downtime.
So I was gonna say, you're working on yourself.
Sharpen the skills, hone the tool in the downtime, learn something else.
Yeah.
You know, so in 1996, we had nice records, Take a Borrow, but it wasn't hits. But I knew that wasn't it, so I knew we had to go in. 1999, 1997, Big Truck album. Then we kept that momentum going with Toro Toro and 98 and the next big record, Footsteps and all these songs.
Yeah.
And then by the 99, we started drinking and hanging out with girls again and forgetting
what
the
got
grind,
you there, yeah.
what got us there.
Yeah.
And we went and crashed.
I would just add to that, like, sometimes you could plan it down, right? And it's good to plan it down. Be conscious a few years ahead and saying, okay, this is my cycle, right? I'm going on a cycle and I'm gonna go, lots of artists do it. They'll be on a album cycle and then they go retreat. Right. And you might call it a down. People might look at it in the industry as a down, but that's a reflective period of going inward. You know, one person was sitting with Machel and I, and they were like, yo, you've been in the marketplace for too long. It's time to go up to the mountaintop and harvest and come back down to the marketplace with new fruit, right? So sometimes you have to plan that. If you're running low on all your fruit in the marketplace, it's time to go back up and harvest and plant new seeds, grow new trees, and then come back when you're ready. So it doesn't have to be looked at as a bad thing. If it's unintentional and unconscious downs, then it can lead to something like that. But if you're planning it from ahead,
it's actually the natural thing. Because nobody don't want to be on all the time and you wouldn't survive. Sometimes you need to go in and replenish and rest and recover. And as I say, my dad said, you're clocking your card for yourself. So I thought my interpretation was all right, well, I'll work 24 hours a day. What you put in is what you'll get out. But working 24 hours a day made me crash in 1996.
Yeah.
So eventually you have to learn, okay, pace yourself. Do this amount of work and do this amount of work.
It took 12 years to crash, by the way.
When his dad, Monty, told him that, I think he was saying balance. Like he was saying, yes, what you put in, what you'll get out. But also, when you have a job, you go 9 to 5 and then you get to go home, right? In this time, you have to plan, okay, I'm gonna stop working. I'm gonna go do something else leisurely and not always be working.